Chapter 13 bankruptcy allows an individual or a couple to reorganize their household finances. The main reason somebody files Chapter 13 instead of a Chapter 7 is because their income exceeds the Chapter 7 income limits. In order to file Chapter 7, your income has to be below the median income for your household size in the jurisdiction that you're living in when you file your bankruptcy petition. How much you'll repay to your unsecured creditors in a Chapter 13 depends on 4 factors. One is how much your income is. The next is what your expenses are. The third is what kind of debts you're dealing with. If you've got certain debts like priority taxes or taxes that cannot be discharged in a Chapter 7, or if you've got a mortgage arrears that you're trying to get caught up on, those debts have to be paid off during the course of your Chapter 13 plan, whether it's 3 years or 5 years. The other thing that can impact how much you repay in Chapter 13 is the value of any unprotected assets that you might have. Unprotected assets are those things, whether it's real estate or personal belongings, that are more valuable than what's protected under the bankruptcy law in the state that you file in. What happens when we prepare your Chapter 13 plan is we're going to calculate all of those things, and before we file, we'll give you what we believe is your payment amount. And that's the amount that you're going to pay the trustee every month. In addition to writing the trustee a check every month, you're going to make your regular car payment, make your regular house payment, and then of course any of your living expenses, utilities, cell phone, food, clothing, etc. And then you're going to write a check to the trustee for that amount. When we file your petition, your creditors will get notice of your petition, and they'll file a claim against which they expect to get paid out of the money that you're paying the trustee. So you'll do that every month that you're in the Chapter 13 plan. If you end up paying less than 100% of your creditors, your unsecured creditors during the course of your plan, and in a Chapter 13, your unsecured creditors can get anywhere from 1% of what you owe them to 100% of what you owe them. But assuming that your unsecured creditors get 15% of what you owe them, at the end of your Chapter 13 plan, after you've made all of your payments, the remaining amount will be discharged just like it is in a Chapter 7. The Chapter 13 process is fairly complex, and we spend a lot of time with our clients explaining all of the steps, how we're calculating the plan, and how they need to keep track of their payments and keep on top of their payments. If they stop making payments to the trustee, their plan can be dismissed, and creditors will be in the same place they were in before we filed, meaning they'll resume collection action, including garnishments, lawsuits, etc. Chapter 13 plan is also fairly flexible. If for some reason your income goes down during the course of your plan, we can modify your plan to either decrease how much is going to your unsecured creditors, or if your income is low enough and there aren't any other reasons to keep you in a Chapter 13, like holding on to a mortgage or getting caught up on a mortgage, then we can convert your case to a Chapter 7, and you can be done much sooner than that 5-year period. If you have questions about Chapter 13, we hope you'll come in for a consultation where we'll go over everything as thoroughly as possible so you'll leave the consultation without any questions.